this is the third time of me recording this audio because the first time I didn't talk about what I wanted to talk about, and the second time it was so boring I really wanted to die while listening to my own voice. So third time's a charm, and I have a sore throat, so you can imagine how my day is going so far. So sorry for the negativity right off the back, but hey, negativity works great because I'm creating Disney villains. Ooh, segue. So, yes, hey guys, Sammy the Nerd here, and as you can tell from the title of the video and what I just said, we are creating Disney villains. And let me just tell you, I love the way their designs turn out. They are so cool, and I'm going to talk about all the aspects. So the first part we're going to talk about is shape language, and I thought a lot about this. So we're going to talk about the female first, because she's my favorite. So her body as a whole is just really a square shape. Well, it's a rectangular shape. And that shows that she's very powerful. And she is, because she actually has magical powers. And but there are also a lot of angles on her, like triangles, as you can see in her shoulders, her hair. And that just represents just how like evil she is. Because if you don't know, shape language is very, very prominent in a lot of things. I don't know the exact things right now, but if anything, circles show friendliness, squares shows like I said, strong, like strength, and triangles represent evil things. So that's her shape language. And the guy, he though he is fat and round, he's not friendly, because if you like really look at it, his whole body is sort of a diamond shape, and diamonds are made up of two triangles. I fixed his face, don't worry about it for now, but like I said, two triangles make up a diamond, which is where his design came from. Sorry about that. So next is clothing choice. I noticed a lot in Disney that their clothing choice come from a certain time period. So the female, hers come from like ancient Greek and Egyptian fashion. So the metal pieces are representation of Egyptian culture, and the actual dress is a representation of Greek culture and like Greek mythology, especially because, like I said, she's magical. So I really wanted to push that. Like I said, even though it's really, really simplistic, I really, really do love it. And I love the simplicity of it. And the guy, so the actual story kind of takes place around 1930s, like between the 1920s and 1940s. So yeah, basically 1930s. So he is wearing a suit because he is a magician. At first he wasn't a magician. I just wanted to show that he was rich. And the best way to do that was to wear a suit, especially a white suit. But I decided to make him a magician because he has the top hat, the really big papillon. Sorry, I had to say that. The really big bow tie. So, yeah, and he has that big cane. Originally, that was not his. I decided that, because I put them in the same universe eventually, so... because at first they weren't. I just wanted to make a magical Disney villain and a not so magical Disney villain. But then I was like, you know what? Let's put them together. So the red cane just reminds me of Monopoly Man and reminds me a lot of wealth. And it's probably like the source of how he becomes better at magic. And I will tell you in a second with the backstory. His suit is also very tight because originally he wasn't fat, but he got so rich, he started eating a lot more, and he just didn't really know how to handle it all. So, but he really wanted to keep the suit because he thought it was iconic, but I guess he just didn't want to like get a new suit or whatever. So, that's why he only has one button on there, and it's really tight around him. And, back to the female, I really like her design because it reminds me of a princess. Like, she has a ponytail, and you'll see it because I draw another drawing of these two. But she looks like a princess even though she's very evil. Like, her face obviously doesn't look like a princess, but her design reminds me of one, or at least like a rebellious princess. And as I said, the timeline is based around 1940s, 1930s. So the backstory finally, because once I started thinking about the backstory, it really helped me with the character design. So basically, this guy is a underground magician, and he really, really wants to make it big. but he's too impatient. Because he's actually a pretty good magician, but he's too impatient. He feels like his magicianing is not appreciated enough. So he kind of like gets into some dark magic and tries to get better at magic. So then this female appears. I don't know where. I don't know. So she gives him the powers like Chris Angel level magician skills. So obviously it's not his power. She gives him the powers for a price that has not been named yet, because I didn't know what the price should have been. But he takes it because he just wants to get rich. So he does get rich because people pay to see his shows. People think he's cool and whatnot. And he just really, really enjoys the power of it. And also, I didn't mention this with the color choices. His suit, like the blue matches the color of her hair, and she has like really pale skin next to dark hair, which is seen a lot in Disney female villains. And then also he has a lot of red in his someone's car alarm. Okay, anyway, he has a lot of reds in his suit, and to complement that, I gave her green powers, and I just think it looks so cool, especially in this concept art. You'll see. So the relationship with Disney, the backstory reminds you a lot of Princess and the Frog, because what was his name, Fossler? He was into voodoo stuff, and Lawrence, like, he tried to use it for his own benefit, but ended up biting both of them. So it was just, I love Princess and the Frog so much, but yeah, it didn't work out for him, and it's probably not going to work out for Mr. Burb over here. That is his name, by the way, Mr. P. Burb, Philip Burb. So because he looks like a penguin. Anyway, so she's probably going to double cross him, because I don't think he knows that she like is really, really, really evil. So he's kind of stupid when it comes to that. But what Disney villain isn't stupid? What Disney protagonist isn't stupid? Anyway, oh gosh, okay. Anyway, and also, like I said, I wanted a magic character and a non-magic character. So it's obviously, like, because the man, technically, he is magical because he's a magician, and that's what I wanted to put in, like, the Disney vibe for it, because all Disney movies have some type of magic in it, and it's, I love the magic so much in the Disney. I love Disney so much. But, so that's where it kind of relates to Disney, like, with the storyline, the characters, and how they look, and, yeah, I just really love it. So next, the protagonist. Technically they don't have a protagonist, so they're kind of just getting away with all this stuff. But I would love to make them a protagonist. Like, would it be male, female, one person, a group of people? Like, why do they want to stop this magician or whatever? Maybe it could be something like similar to like Coco, how they both were singers, but then the guy tried to go away, and then he was like, no, you're not really, and he killed. So technically, yeah, they don't have a protagonist, but I would love to make a protagonist for them and just see how their story will unfold, and just have this universe be even more broadened. So next, finally, the concept art. I wanted to make like a movie / promotional piece, and I really love how this part transforms the cars into money, and money is green, so then it transforms into her green powers. I just think it's really, really cool, and I love it so much. And also, like, you can see I kind of got a little lazy because I copied and pasted money and the cars, and I even put a texture for the background because I just really didn't know how to do it, and I just really wanted to get this art over with, because I have been doing it for like a total of like maybe 4 or 5 days, but the whole thing apparently took me a little less than 7 hours from start to finish. So maybe around 7 hours, so some parts were cut out. But I really do like the way this art turned out. I think it's so cool, and I really do think that it portrays Disney a lot, especially how Disney like puts a lot of thought into the clothing and the hair choices that each character has. And also he has green eyes, and it kind of goes with the green power she has. So I just think it's like really cool. Maybe it's mind control. Maybe he really didn't have green eyes. You never know. Like, it can be like open to interpretation. That's what I really love about the character designs. And like I said, I really do like their designs, especially the female. Even though I put a little bit more thought into the guy, especially because he has a name. The female doesn't have a name, but that's okay. But I really do like it. Oh, I love it so much. So that's about it. I really hope you did enjoy this character design. If you did, make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if not already, because I have a lot more character design things I want to do, especially like I would love to create like a Marvel's villain or something like that. So just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I already said that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.